And so many countries they do colonialism to the other country. It's because of there is a fragmented social community. When the one community feel like to be superior and another to be inferior. You know, this situation happens in current era, the dark side of digital era. In the digital era, the social media, internet, they connect so many community and then connect the global environment. But with the bias or with the bias or even no identity. Sometimes we don't know who says something. We don't know other identity, other user, and etc. In this situation. It's quite similar when this in this situation. So someone try to forecast, try to predict which position him or another user in the social community. So everyone afraid that he more clever than me. He more I have more something. I have more compared to others. Blah blah blah. And this has become fragmented. And in this situation, it's quite similar like 18th century when the globalization comes up. You know, the situation in the social era, in the digital era, is consisting only between superior and the inferior community. This is yes, maybe we need to learn more about how to solve this situation. This is a nice topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So move to the next group is Hamza Ali Group. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi ya. I hope everyone is fine. I'm Hamzali from Pakistan and he is Rulaf Akmal from Pakistan. So with the group 5, I had to present on cultural norms and values, life in the digital age. Next year. So this is a table of content. We will discuss these things: introduction to the digital age, cultural transformation, emergence of the new communities, challenges in digital culture, evolving social norms, privacy and data ethics, social relationships and communities, values in the digital age, digital literacy and education, impact on economy and work, and then we will discuss case studies and then conclusion. Next. So, first of all, what is digital epoch? Digital epoch is defined as the partial era of the social development, characterized as the accelerated development and the use of digital media. It has transformed everything. Like previously, it was like different way of communication, but it has transformed the way of communication, the way, the culture, the norms and the values nowadays. Next. So first of all, what is culture? Culture is the set of ideas, objects and the customs related to some specific community of society. It has transformed everything, the digital media. Like in the previous, we used to see the movies, songs and films of the different communities, like through maybe CD or maybe DVD player, but now we can see that now we can share our culture through TikTok, through every other platform, through Instagram, through Reddit. So it's the way is changed now, and we can, and the culture is spreading, and many cultures are merging into each other, and this is the thing which we have to think. It has positive effects also and the negative effects also. So we have to think that our culture should be preserved, and other cultures we should adopt them, but in a positive way. Next.
So, thank you for having me. Now we are discussing about emergence of culture. So, in this slide, we will discuss how people constrict as a global reach. Before, in past, when we have when we haven't this kind of platform, we share our feelings by cultural events, when we see in Indonesia, their rich culture rich cultures country, and there are so many different. If we discuss about Pakistan, like in my country, we are discussing culture on different occasions. There are different kind of what can I say? There we just did religious culture event, but not we specify our civilization. So it gonna be hard due to the cultural event, like writing and tutor. We mainly discuss our culture, norms and values through tutor, not like as a community as we make in past. Okay, so example, there is a what can I say, tags, social tags, hashtags. If we gonna any trends, so we just mention tags me too, like who and pay. So the community merge on that tag. So next, yeah, the challenge in digital culture. There are so many challenges in digital culture. The first one, disinformation, misrepresentation. That's why people also distract by disinformation and misinformation. This is the main topic. Now we should shift toward next slide. Yeah, evolving social norms. Yeah, social norms also harsh by digital culture, because due to that we not merge as like we merged in past. There is so many examples. We change our behavior nowadays. We just look like a Gen Z, you know. There's an era we call Gen Z. Gen Z is kind of team. Now we make a team of global village as a team of social media, just not a cultural team. That's why we change our behavior as online. It is a kind of digital shift. Toward in past we have a cultural shift, but now we have digital shift. Next. Oh, example. Due to the digital culture, we discuss. Sorry. Oh, there is a camping, social media camping, and also there is a concern of privacy and data. Due to the digital culture, if I don't want to share my privacy, so there is no way, like someone take my picture and upload on social media, but I don't want to upload on social media. So this is the privacy concern here. Now, now my friend discuss this.
Okay, these are the social relationships and communities. So there are many platforms on which we interact with each other. Can you go to the next slide? As the time is running short, I will give you two live examples of my friends. Well, first of all, there is my friend in Pakistan. He told me about his story. He went to his village and there was a friend of him. He was very poor, but my friend was rich. He asked him about that. You have a USB? He said that I have a USB. He had family photos in that USB. He deleted all the family photos from that USB and gave it to him. And they thought that he can use for whatever purpose he want to use. And then that person recovered the whole photo of his family and blackmailed him to his sister photo. And he didn't know even that my friend is blackmailing me. He gave him so much money due to that. Due to that, he gave so much money. After 5 to 6 months, You can't realize. 5 to 6 months he was in trauma. He was giving money without telling his family. Then he went to the cybersecurity department, and the cybersecurity department just detected in 2 hours that it is your friend who is doing this. And then they arrested. And secondly, I will give you an example of Indonesia. When I came to Indonesia, there's a professor, Prof. Bentang. He's a very famous chess player. He had a Instagram page having 50,000 followers. And when he told me after 4 days, his page was hacked, Instagram page was hacked. And it never got recovered, even though he told Indonesian police department. They said that someone is hacked your page in Jakarta, but his location isn't showing in Papua. So we can't detect, his page was never recovered. So these are the negative impacts of digital things. It has positive impacts also, but negative impacts also. Next slide. So yeah, we have to just, as an education, we have to also teach our children, our generation, that what you have to do on the social media platform, what you should do, what are the cultural norms and values of their platform. So for that, Google launched Be Internet Awesome program for safer interaction. Next. Well, it has also economy impact on economy. Like nowadays, mostly people do freelancing, but it's not an agreement. So it is mostly labor rights issues people facing online. So you have a job on home, it's good, it's a positive, but the negative thing is you don't have a proper contract or agreement. Next.
Now we discuss the case study. It's the special thing. It's a positive way of digitalization. There is telemedicine. In COVID, there is the situation of quarantine or lockdown. There is a positive initiative by several governments, like as my Pakistani government introduced telemedicine and vaccination online. It is the best way to prevent the solution. So next, in the solution there are so many positive and negative ways we discussed before in several slides before in different by my friends, but there are positive and negative both ways, but it by our visualization. What we see now, if we see positive way, there are so many positive ways, but if we see negative way, there is also cyberbullying, and there are so many kinds, as my friend said.
So that was all. We thanks a lot for listening us. Thank you.
So next to the Q&A session.
Thank you, brother, for your last presentation. So both of you are comes from the same countries.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, what we have been heard from your presentation, I want to know what is your opinion. Yeah, how do you prepare yourself to face the future era where the technology took part of the humans? Okay, what do you think?
Well, to preserve our privacy, the first thing is that our government should take something like the cybersecurity departments. It's not like our governments cannot question the owner of Facebook, but their governments are asking them. Oftenly they go to the parliament and something like that, and they ask questions that our privacy is not. Even though nowadays, if you, for example, you say that I want to buy a glass, then you will see on the phone that there are a lot of advertisements regarding glass, right? Because you are not safe, your mic is still on, but you think that nobody is listening, but your phone is listening. So this is a thing that government should provide, the privacy rights. So in this era, we have to, and secondly, I will tell you one more thing. Like as a child, we were talking about the children, that how to keep away from the phones, from things which they should not be aware at this age. These are like in the setting, parental control settings, through which you can control the things from your children. And secondly, it depends upon you what you want to deal with. You should check your children's phone for that. And for privacy, you should, because whenever you download anything, you just agree, then go to the main thing. Whenever you download an app, You don't see what are the things they are saying, that we will take the photos. You allow everything, allow photos, allow files, access. You give access to everything, the apps, but you have to read this. It depends upon the person. But you don't read. You just go and allow. So that's the thing. Everybody in a hurry. So this is the main thing.
Okay, thank you. But actually, what I want to ask is, how do you prepare yourself to compete to other competitors as technology took part one of the job from that before people will take this job, but as the advancement of the technology, so this technology replace.
Oh, you are saying about the jobs.
Yeah, how do you prepare yourself to be able to compete?
Yeah, nowadays everybody is learning digital skills. Yeah, I know that it has, like, machines and digital things have replaced human labor, but it has also positive effects. Like, now you can sit in a home and do these things like freelancing and these things. Although it has like no proper like contracts, although it has like you do freelancing on some platforms like Freelancer or like Fiverr, but it has no proper contract. You have a client, but you don't have a contract. So it depends. I will tell again that our governments should take it seriously and provide some contract-based jobs to this freelancing. Like, they should impose the policies that they should impose some policies regarding that, and they should ask the platform that you can operate in our country if you will impose these policies. So like that.
Okay, one question for me. Many research they put that if we talk about internet and technology, it always will strongly related to the micro and macro factors. Like in the micro factors, we talk about human resource, we talk about business level, industrial level, and so many things. And in this situation, I believe that we as an individual can control the situation. But how if we talk about macro, that in the situation, let's say like in the data privacy, and then in the emerging of new community, sometimes we can control the situation, like privacy, even we read the policy and then with the law and etc. But in another country, in another area, the side of the world, some country, even the national data center, they really release to the public. The data privacy is like can be hacked.
Yeah.
Even the situation, we cannot control the situation. As an individual, do you have an opinion or the suggestion how we act as an individual regarding to this phenomenon?
Yeah, first of all, I will again go through the same example. The Indonesian police, the cyber security department, they detected the person, but they are not able to detect the exact location of that person. Even they are not able to detect the location of that person. So I think so normal person is unable to detect that thing. So I think so as a person, we have to use like some scan. We have to scan our phone oftenly. And secondly, one more thing. Whenever oftenly, I think so you and I also receive sometimes like random links on the WhatsApp, on the Instagrams, and people who are not aware of these things, they click on the links and then their privacy is shared to everything. Yeah, like that, to that person. So we should aware of these things. We should not touch everything. We should first read what are the things. We only know only the 5 to 10% of this mobile. We don't know that everything. We just use for entertainment purpose, but we don't study our things, that what are we using, what are we providing to the person. Even though because we are like addicted to things like Facebook, nobody can remain without Facebook. We are addicted to things. Although they say that you have to give access to photos and everything. You know that you have family photos in your mobile, but you are addicted. So you have to remove these things from your mind that I don't want to use if they are invading my privacy. These are the things you have to impose on yourself, and you should have patience. Like that, I think so you can cope with these things. And secondly, the government should focus on these things. Yeah.
I mean, we are not act as individual regarding to the micro factors. Like, as you explained about how we share, how we privacy, how don't click randomly, blah blah blah. This is, I think, is still micro factors that everyone can control themselves. But in the macro environment, like when you stay in the country with low privacy, and then when you stay in the conflict, and so many things, like a macro environment, how we act as an individual.
I think so. It's not able to. As a non-person, it's not easy to control these issues. As a government, it's like, as an individual, it's very hard to copy these issues. As a government, they should take a proper steps for their people, for their rights, for the community. I think so. This is the solution they can provide. But as an individual, I think so. It's not very possible right now at this time.
So rely on the national.
Yeah,
Yeah,
national. Because they are our leaders, they should take proper steps.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay, so everyone, let's move to the groups. Please welcome Pauline Tarik Group.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Pauline and my group mate is Kante from Ivory Coast, and today we are going to present an essay about the impact of digital media on shaping youth norms and culture. A case study of bars in Ivory Coast. And this time I would like to welcome Kante to take over.
Thank you so much, Sister Paulina from Kenya. Okay, thank you so much. How are you doing? It's like you need tea or coffee. Okay, so I'm Kante Ahmed from Ivory Coast. I'll try today to explain something very important, as you can see here. We are the topic of business and economy, right? So, and we have as a topic something related to culture, norm, and in 2024, 25 is already here. So, we are dealing with digital, AI, anything about development. So, I will try in this presentation to relate all of these two aspects: economic, financial aspect, digital, and norm. So we have here the impact of media on shaping youth norms and culture. We cannot take as a case study the world or Africa or even West Africa. So I will try to focus on a special issue in Ivory Coast and an individual in Ivory Coast. It's an important case study. I think you will appreciate the implication of what we are going to say next. So, as you know, in this digital area, social network occupy an important place in the life of every community in the world and have impact and influence in their life. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's very negative. So this is what we know about the digital area. And the evolution is more about young people. So the focus on what we are trying to do and we are trying to research and study is about young generation, about young people, about the youth. So if you focus on the youth, you can understand many things that is going around the world right now. So the youth is the subject of our evolution. So they are the main users and adepts of digital tools and communication. They are more apt to be educated on technology and the media. So the telecommunication, as you know, the telephone and anything about communication we are trying to utilize, to use it for our own benefit, for our own purpose and objective. So other communities also are using it. The main objective is what? When we are using technology, is for fun. Yes. And the second, it could be interaction between us and our friends, our family, our neighbor, to have relationship, anything which have a very good impact on our life. So we have a lot of objectives when we are using technology. But for the youth, it's also very important because they can use it in your best way, but differently. Sometimes they can use it in a very bad way. So the case I'm going to explain could be sometimes good in one aspect, but at the same time will be very negative. The imperative now for the community, for the government, for the society is to know how this digital area is going, how we can use it, how it's going forward, what benefit can we pick from it, and to do research for the future. In Africa, as an example, especially in Ivory Coast, youth are very attached to social media and they use it for many objectives as I explained. Next. We have something called birds. Do you know birds? Birds. Birds is French language, but I think in English it's like viral. Yeah, viral, birds. So we call it birds, or we call it something viral. So anything can directly go viral at social media. You don't know how it comes, a video or an event. So in this case, birds is very frequent in Ivory Coast media. Also, we have something called, a birds can be right now available, and next, you can see the next birds coming. We don't know how it's going to be end. So for certain birds, the person at the center of this event will gain significant view and comment and pause. He will become the subject of the debate and attract numerous comments and thousands of views. But next, at the same time, in Ivory Coast, you have 33% of the population which are young people. According to UNICEF, they are capital and human resource for the country. But the danger of these young people is that they drift away. They use a certain way which are not very interesting. In a research by Etienne from Stéphane Adou, a research on brouttage. Brouttage is like scammer. We know this also in Indonesia here. They are scammers. Here, of course, we call them brouteur. So this is a very bad impact in the life of the young generation. They use digital area communication to steal, to scam people. Next. A figure that we are trying to study here as a case study is Yves Martial Bouillot Koshi Elias Doutigi. So his name is Yves Martial, but in social media we call him Doutigi Lobe. So click on the video, we can see, as you see, click on the no, there is, you can see it? There's a video. So what you want to see it? Okay, let's go. If you want to see it. There is a video of this young man called Doutigi Lobe. So he was not known anywhere. Even he don't have any account of Facebook or Instagram. But he took his phone when he was at bathroom. He came out directly. This is the video. And directly he took the video and speaking in French. Having this Ivorian expression. In English, it's like, I have only just realized I wash myself. So I have not washed myself. I have something in my eyes. So a lot of expression which are sometimes nonsense, but it started to create, to give grace to God, that God gave him grace and benediction. So this is like a 3-second videos, but go viral and made buzz. So here in this photo, he was hosted by the Minister of Youth. So millions of views on the social media. He was hosted by the Minister of Youth, given support to create a job for him. He was given something like 1 hectare of land, 3 head of poultry production to support him. And then the minister himself said that he's an example for the youth generation, and he will continue to support him. He was from the village to the media and became famous, being host on our TV. You can see this is epidemic. Next. So the reason why this video and a lot of videos can go viral, I assure that I cannot definitely say that is established, but I know it's a video which is very comic and very creative aspect and straight, not common, and the posting of the influential figure, like for example this one Akushu and Chimilama also, they have millions of followers on social media, so they can not only post any video which they see is been going viral, and it can have a big impact. So next. The benefit of this case study is what? Dugutigi Lobe, from the village, he became famous. The minister hosted him and gave him a poultry production of 1 hectare land and 3,000 head of poultry. The main point is that after that, one second.
Wow.
1 second.
1 minute.
So after that, he was famous, and then the main point is that there was decline. After being famous for a few seconds, now there is decline. He was forgotten. His production with the support of minister declined. He was no more on social media. He was silent.
Excuse me, your time is up.
Okay, thank you so much. I will explain in this.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for having us. If you have any question related to this last point.
Thank you for having case from you taking from your country, so that we know a big picture about your country. So now what you have been presenting is like the changing of life, like 180 degrees from nothing become something like that. I think it's also happened in many countries, including in Indonesia. There are many new YouTuber. Yeah, it just come from a very small village, like what we have. If you guys know, one of the example is Angel Pradesa is from Banyumas, with very use what original bahasa, we call it bahasa Purwokerto is something very apa namanya, we call it ngapak ya. It's very different with other languages, yeah. But that is become the most interesting part that people then put her thumbs to like. So I think it's just a quick comment.
Okay, content Pauline. Okay, this is a nice case that yes happens in many countries. I would like to ask what your opinion about him.
About him?
Yes, about him.
Yeah.
From Poland, I think.
Yeah.
Two of you is okay.
No problem. So I was also engaged in this debate because it was not only a burst of viral video going viral and having videos. I was also interacted. I was seeing the videos I was seeing the comment and in the engagement. So for months, he was the main figure on Ivorian media. The main figure. Why? Because of a small 30-second video. And then, so I was also seeing him as a grace from God. Because the word he was expressing is, I came from my bathroom, I am happy, it's a grace from Almighty God, and I am successful. So this expression has impact. Even the minister said that is an example for the youth, because he's from a village, he's nothing, he's from the bathroom, so he is giving thanks to God because of his situation. So from this point, some people see him as an example for someone nothing but giving thanks to God for his situation, because you have to thank God in all situations, in all your environment. So he's also a good example in that aspect, and then get the support from government. But at the return, the influence of social media is very bad, because he was engaged in the TV, media, famous, being star, and then this whole production of chicken given to him by the minister go down. A few months after, he lost support from many people. He was no more on TV. So this is kind of, yeah, you are an individual who are impacted by people. We love you, we love your story, but at the end of the time, you have to do well. You have to be on your right path, not change. Social media can change him. So I think after his success, the change, the impact of being star, being a famous figure, impacted him. So he dropped and he was go astray. So this is like one of the lessons and the successful lesson that I use from this. And you can find this example also in Indonesia in a very bad way. For example, a viral video in Jakarta from youngsters eating Starbucks and laughing at Palestine. So we have to boycott Starbucks, but they are eating Starbucks and laughing at Palestine issue. The video goes viral, but the impact was very negative because they were expected to be taken to court, and they came in the public, they come in the public and seek forgiveness. At the same time, you have also another example of a pastor mocking Ramadan or Eid, something like this. The video go viral in Indonesia, and definitely negatively, he came back to give to seek forgiveness. So this is kind of example from that you can get some of the lessons. Thank you.
Okay, for this guy in Ivory Coast, I think he wasn't ready for the fame and everything that he got. So I think that is why the chicken farming and whatever, the project that he was given failed because he was not ready. And again, like, something that you've not worked for, you've just been given it for free. I think you normally don't take it seriously. You just take it for granted, and that's why it failed maybe.
Okay, I believe so many people has a similar idea about him. You know that, yes, so many literature, even my dad say that get a high education is not guarantee that you will be succeed.
Yeah, yeah.
But at least it will be open your mind to have more network and to be a better version of you. But no one guarantee that you will be success. For everyone who already knows about this kind of meaning, they will have a different standard about success. But how about the young people? How about others with low education? They don't know about what is the success, what the life meaning. But they only know the success is get much money. You know, this situation, the viral marketing, we call it viral marketing. The viral marketing when you even market yourself. Marketing yourself, you sell yourself to the public to fulfill what the public wants. And the viral is talk about how you fulfill the entertainment for everyone who like you. But sometimes public only want to see what they want to see. They don't care about the standard. They don't care about the good, bad, and many things. They only want fulfill their needs of entertainment. And the people who concern in this kind and get money from the viral, they will do anything to do that. Happens in many countries, even in Indonesia. You know, the norm standard, the value standard going decrease time to times because of this situation. And this situation, you know, we as a public who has more control, I think, yeah, of course, we're responsible for, we have responsibility for this situation. It's happened because of us. You are the rule makers, and then what happens like a viral. I mean, the viral is okay because this is the positivism of the digital age of the social media, but we need to control this is in the good way or in the bad way. I think that's all. Thank you. Next topic. Slowly, it's become clearer.
Time is over, so move to the next group. Please welcome Junaid Group.
Start with the name of Allah, who is most beneficent and merciful, my respected beauty, and my fellows. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the period to give us a chance to present a very interesting topic about an exploration of the transformative effects of digital technology on society and culture. Myself, Muhammad Junaid Iqbal, and my fellow. In the introduction, the digital age characterized by the rapid development and all-over presence of digital technologies. This transformation is profound, impacting how people interact, communicate, and perceive the world. If we talk about the communication, so we are all used to different digital and socialization apps like Instagram and WhatsApp for communication. So the internet, social media, and mobile technologies have created new culture values and redefined values, leading to both positive and negative consequences. So in positive consequences, we are all remember. If we go back in COVID-19, we all learned about online education. So it is in terms of the positive way. Cultural evolution in the digital world. Culture, once transmitted through direct interaction and tangible mediums, now thrives in the digital world. Here you can see in the picture.
Maybe I would like to describe this picture. Here we can see how humans evolved with the evolution of the communication and media consumption. First, we can see the hunchback man maybe doing something with the stone. It actually describes our primitive, Stone Age, our primitive survival. Then we can see the feather wheel. It represents the invention of writing. When we first were able to express ourselves by words. Then we can see books, the widespread use of printing press or writing systems. Then we see the newspaper. It's around 1500s, 1600s. Then we see the camera then photography, and then comes the television or the broadcasting media. For the first time, we see moving pictures and audio personally for the first time in our life. So that's also like a radical transformation in our media consumption. Then we see the digital age and computer and internet, and also which we call the fourth industrial revolution, where we got the computer and internet. Then the stage we are moving into is now the fifth industrial revolution, where humans literally have superhuman abilities, like with the floating and illuminated person, can it represents the superhuman abilities a human can have with the technologies now that we have. For example, the AI, all the virtual reality. Now we have processing power of immense capacity.
So the social media platforms have become the new public spheres for setting and spreading cultural trends rapidly. So I want to give here my own example. When I reached in Indonesia 1 year back, I became a victim of a fraud incident. It was like I received a message from at my WhatsApp that I am a representative from BNI Bank. So our policy is changed if you want to keep the older policy. So just click that link and blah blah. So I just clicked the link and I lost my 9 million. So I was shocked at that time. So it is the example of if we take it in terms of like a negative way. So due to the digitalization. So I am the person who became a victim of this digitalization. So now I would like to invite my friend to proceed further.
Thanks, my brother, for your presentation. Now, shifting social norms and digital etiquette. Actually, what we know about what is social norms or digital etiquette? Social norms are like norms that guide our behavior, how we act, how we communicate with each other. And digital etiquette is the expected behavior or rules, the guidelines when we interact with each other online. So the digital is actually transforming the norms that we usually had from the primitive time till now, the basic human values. But in the online communication, we can see our facial expressions or our face-to-face communication. The expression that we use are replaced by emojis or other things actually. And also, the things that we share that we actually would not share in a face-to-face communication, but actually online we are sharing even our private life, the places we visit, the things we eat, and everything. And also this thing sometimes makes us vulnerable as well, because online everyone is free to actually do anything. We all use YouTube, many social media, Facebook. When we go to the comment section, like people they are uncontrolled. They say whatever they want. Like everyone is so brave behind the keyboards. So yeah, this makes the cyberbullying, trolling a serious problem now, which was non-existent even 20 or 30 years before. Next slide. So this is how we go to the evolving values and in the digital landscape. These situations actually even challenging our fundamental human values. People are becoming more self-centered sometimes. One of our group presented a picture of a pregnant woman standing alone in a train and no one even looking at her. So everyone is so busy on their life. We are human beings, our brain has a limited cognitive ability. So when you continuously consume all the media, all the things that are from the internet, like it's unlimited, like it's constantly coming and coming. So it actually reduces our cognitive ability, the ability of us to think even in a like most fundamental human way, like that the things that make us human, the sympathy for each other, the social communication and understanding between each other. And yeah. Also in digital age, we see more emphasis on connectivity and speed. People prioritize this more, how to say, like their own benefits or needs rather than what is very ethical and necessary. Then we also have privacy concerns, as we have all our own personal data online, and where we can be easily hacked or been prone to privacy risks. So we see that though the digital days has radically transformed ourselves, gave us so much opportunities, connected our world. Even like we are all here from so many different countries, from different parts of the world. Like it's only possible because we could communicate, we could know information, we could interact with each other. That's how we got here. But with the enormous opportunity, it also creates digital divides. Like they are more prone to conflicts because of misinformation. Or like we all view YouTube now, that there are so many wars, so many violence. And when people see this, they also become audit our questions. So digital age has created new opportunities for the world and connectivity and information sharing, but also introduced challenges. So the thing you have to do is critical thinking and understanding of the topic. Thank you very much.
So first, now is the Q&A session.
I have one interesting issues about mental health issues. Now the data show that the mental issues has increased about 10 to 20% per year. What happens? What happens? Why? Do you have any idea what happens?
Yes, this is one of the main challenges of digital age. People are spending so much screen time. We are always in front of mobile, laptop. And also it has serious implications on our mental health because we are not created to be in this situation. Because we are a social being. We were even 20-30 years before we were not humans. So yeah, like as we are evolving, maybe it will take some more time to really get used to it. And like for that, people have to understand as I said, the digital etiquette, their own necessities, the fundamental human values. Like we cannot only run after the technologies, we also have to protect our values that we have, that makes us human.
Okay. Everyone, at least there are 5 levels of communication media. This first one is energetic. Did you have any experience when maybe you don't know someone, even there is no someone exists in front of you, but the energy already touched on you? He will coming. He will come, right? This is the first level of communication. And the second one is emotional, auditory, verbal, and physics. In this situation, our problem challenge and opportunity in the social media or in the internet. Sometimes we don't have verbal communication and then physics, so the identity is biased. You know, for the irresponsibility people, they can put anything, write something with no concern and with no responsibility. This is why so many communication interact with the biased identity, with no responsibility, you know, and the increasing of the mental health 10 to 20% per year now. It's because of the internet issues. This is from this data we know that how the challenges of the internet and social media. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mau nanya habis? Okay, thank you.
So everyone, let's move to the next group. Please welcome among the groups.
Attention everybody, a pleasant morning to you all. My name is Islamic. I'm here to present our essay about digital life with my friend Amanda from Zimbabwe and Fatima from Gambia. I'm here as a moderator. We'll present our essay. We'll start from the introduction and we'll tell you about the definition and the meaning of the terms cultural values, norms, and the digital era. I'll leave this opportunity to Amanda and Love.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Okay, so we are going to start from our introduction. So I'll just read the introduction. So in today's digital business landscape, where the click of a button can span continents and cultures, the impact of technology on our societal fabric is undeniable. Considering that a total of 5.54 billion people around the world were using the internet at the start of April 2024, that is equivalent to 67.1% and is over half of the world's total population. So from that we can conclude that the digital age has become a meeting point where cultures collide, norms shift and values evolve at an exceptional pace. Next. So the next thing we are going to define our key terms. So our key terms, we have culture, norms, values and digital age. So the first one is culture. So culture can be defined as shared beliefs, values and behaviors by a group of people. It can be, like for example, the Indonesian culture, the Zimbabwean culture, you know, like different cultures. And then norms, these are unwritten or expected behaviors of one in a society, the way we are expected to behave in a society. For example, I'm expected to greet someone whenever I meet them, not to just like pass, something like that. And then values, this is what we consider right or moral. So they can be defined at an individual level or at a group level. So I have my own values and he has his own values and she also has his own values. But at a group level, as a group here, we have our own values too. And then the digital age can be defined as the period where there is widespread of use of technology and advancement in technology. And then after that, we are going to define the relationship between the defined terms. So I think for us to come up with the theme, life in the digital age, culture, norms and values, there must be something that the digital age has to do with culture, norms and values. So firstly, the digital age and the culture, I think as technology advances, we get to globalize the culture, we get to know different cultures around the world and so on. And when it comes to norms, the digital culture has reshaped the norms. For example, when you're talking about the privacy of individuals and transparency. So for example, people like influencers and celebrities, they are expected to give information about their information, their personal information, and at some point, the anonymity afforded by the social media accounts can have like negative comment sections that will cause detrimental health to those people. And then to values, the values have been reshaped. For example, when we talk about privacy and also personal information of individuals on social media accounts. For example, we have the analytical scandal of Facebook that happened in 2013 to 2015, where personal data of individuals was used to campaign for political parties without their consent. And then, next slide. So after that, we are going to move on to the benefits of the digital age in shaping culture, norms, and values. So the first one is digital platforms offer a space for marginalized voices to amplify their narratives and mobilize for social change. For example, the Me Too movement for the sexual harassment. And then you also have social contacts and communication. We can get to communicate with people and socialize via the social media accounts and so on, and also be able to communicate. For example, before I came here to Indonesia, I already knew how I communicate with Indonesians. Like, the first thing to do is Assalamualaikum, like that. And then the other one is education. So through the digital age, use of technology, we can be educated on many things, different things about culture and so on. So that's it. And then my partner Fatma will continue.
Okay, what kind of world are we living in? Have you ever sat back and think of the kind of world we are living in, wherein the advancement of technology have affect or put a negative impact in many kind of things, like within our societies and in our families and many other things. So, well, we all know that there are problems of technology, because Amanda already explained about the benefits. So before going to the here are the problems. First, you have socio-economic disparities in access to technology, and here this is talking about the social beliefs and also the economic. So I'm going to explain this point in three, which is the economic, which is the income, the education, and also the geographical area. When we talk about the income, here those that are having like low income earners, they might have it very difficult in order to purchase technologies that are very expensive, like for example buying advanced laptops and other things. So this thing has really encouraged, or it has encouraged our societies to encourage like wealth norms and also many other things. So the next one is education. Education here, we all know that education is the key to success, but technology has a negative impact in it, because when you it has a negative impact in it because when not everyone will be able to use advanced technologies. Like for instance, those that are staying in the rural area, they won't be able to access high internet access compared to those that are living in the urban area. The next one is geographical areas. Those that are living in the urban area, they have more access to technology and other things compared to those that are living in the rural area. The next one is lack of communication due to increased screen time. Here, I can remember back in days when I was in primary school, immediately after my school, you will see people going to places and sitting together and do things together. But as I grow up, all those things have changed. People no longer do that. They only depend on their phones because they know that they don't need people. Even if they don't have people, they will just focus on their phones and do anything that they want to do. The next is dilution of culture or cultural erosion. This can simply be defined as the gradual decrease in our cultural norms, our cultural practice. That is, for example, language and also our art, our music and other things. Like for instance, some people, like some Gambians, when they move to European countries, they tend to adopt those people's their lifestyle. They even forget how to speak some of their local language. So these are the problems, and now next. Okay, solution to the identified problems. First, you have affordable technology initiatives. Here, the government, they can provide technology, they can provide subsidies in which they will give it to their citizens so that they will be able to improve themselves in technology and other things. Second, you have educational programs. These educational programs, the government also can promote or they can encourage digital literacy, wherein people will be able to learn the different aspects of technology and many others. The next is infrastructure, development and public access point, wherein the government or other people like community members, they will try and develop their infrastructure in order for people to be able to use it in a nice way and also in the technological way. The next is second problem, which is community engagement and family gathering. Here, this community engagement, they can do it by organizing activities like social activities, wherein all the community members, society members, they will engage in it, and then they will, without depending on technology. And then that next is family gathering. Maybe family members, they can try. Okay, this is our third problem. We have cultural preservation, content,
Time is up. We need to move to Q&A session.
Thank you very much. I think it's all of us had very nice presentation, yeah, including for the last group. Thank you. You prepared well for this short time. I think how long you have been prepared for this? After yesterday's event, yeah? Last night. Okay, that's quite good, yeah.
For 1 week, we are thinking about.
What?
For 1 week, we are thinking about.
Oh.
Oh, really? Nice.
Okay, yeah. I really appreciate having you here because you are brave to deliver your ideas. Yeah, it doesn't matter about you agree or disagree, but the thing is you brave to deliver your ideas. Yeah, or whether it's pros or contrast. It's okay, yeah, because in academic life, this is supposed to the things that we have to deal with in everyday life as an academician. I think the idea is all the topic is able to be captured by the day. One thing that is supposed to I asked for the previous group before, but I think it's still relate, yeah, about the mental health. What do you think? It's just I will ask your opinion. Yeah, what do you think? Putting something on social media is either flexing or you try to appreciate your achievements. What do you think? Is it give do you think it can be motivate for others, or in another way around, it can be pressure by those who can achieve this? Okay, what do you think? I just want to know your opinion.
okay, I think my opinion is it can be in a both ways. Like sometimes posting your achievement or other things online, social media, it can motivate other people. Like if some people see it, it will really motivate them. Like for example, if you are not doing good in this area or any other area, but then you have seen someone who is doing good on the past in social media, it will really encourage you. But then another thing is that maybe another way it will not be good for some people, like it will be pressure on them. Because they will know that like this one, maybe this one is moving on me or any other thing. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. It has two, both positive and also negative. Sharing your achievement to other people's, it can be good and also it can be bad.
If you see other people posting about their achievement or their wealth or anything, something that they post, what do you think? How do you how do you feel on it? It's a little more motivate you or make you?
It will motivate me. It will motivate me because I remember like listening a motivational speaker on social media. Like those are some of the things that normally encourage me and also motivate me in order to be more like to work hard and to do things because we all come here to study and when going back we go back with good things and also with good morals for our values and good academic results.
I hope all of us have this kind of positive not another way around because there's so many cases. People looking at these posts and then they become pressure, so they have so many new cases, mental depression. I cannot do like him. Why in this stage she already achieved this, but I'm not. Actually, everyone has their own minds. Yeah, but sometimes if we cannot take the positive things, it becomes changes. So in Indonesia we call it jangan baper. This is a slang word. Baper it means bawa perasaannya. What is in English the precise translation? Don't be too sensitive. If you see others people's achievements, becomes you have to make it. You have to put this as a motivation. If you can see other people's the condition is lower than you, so you have to be grateful that you are more fortunate other than others. Okay, so that's baper don't be too sensitive. So take everything into a positive form. Thank you very much, and maybe the closing.
Yes, please.
This is what I will draw, so I just wanted to show it to the people. Showing her hair was never in bad taste, not to show that, but she was sitting there cutely and just, on the floor and all in front of her. It was the only I'm really sorry.
I'm not doctor,
She's not sensitive person.
Finally, we want to express our appreciation to everyone who provided feedback on the event. Your suggestions are incredibly valuable, and we will take them to heart as we explore to next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of ECI competition. We hope you all enjoyed this incredible experience as much as we have. Before we officially close, we want to take a moment to express our gratitude to everyone who made this event possible. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Everyone, thank you so much for today. So see you in next year.
Okay, wait a moment.